Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode from the 2024 Advent Calendar Series here on MKE Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
I'm Lyle.
And it is what day?
17.
Day 17.
17. What is that commercial? Never mind.
It's not a commercial.
Yes, it is. That was the phone number they read off. 17. It's like the HVAC company. Anyways, it is day 17.
Okay,
we are in the Three Cellars Advent Calendar. It is. I'll find it and I'll paste it in the video and you'll see it.
Kind of like slipping past the velvet rope. And the cover charge for Mr. Holland's Comfort Club is just $17.17 a month. Call 866-992-1717.
It is day 17. We've got our 17th beer out of this beer box, Mr. Ross. And it's an interesting one today.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I like it.
We are headed to Illinois, who took inspiration from Italia over in Europe. Ross, did you know I went to Europe?
Really?
So this is a beer from Mikerphone Brewing, always recognizable by the blue around the top of the can. This is their delicious Italian-style Pilsner. Every time I see a label like this, it makes me want to order pizza from like a legit pizza place.
Yeah.
Right. Something
on the side, it says, "Hey Mambo Italiano," and this should be a light hoppy Pilsner from what I understand.
Is that the name of the beer? The Hey Mambo Italiano? That was my assumption.
Sure.
Actually, yeah. That
could be why it says that on the side of the can, eh?
I didn't realize that either, Roz.
17. All right, let's crack this thing open. And I'm guessing it's going to be a nice light golden Pilsner. And it is. From my understanding, these Italian-style Pilsners are unfiltered, typically. So it might be a little less clean than you'd get out of your traditional American Pilsner. Yeah, it's got some haze to it. It's not super clean.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's some stuff floating in there.
That's called carbonation.
You sure about that?
Or an unclean glass, Mr. Stella Artois. There's still some chunks in there from the last beer I had. Okay, to the nose we go on the Italian-style Pilsner.
Not much there. Smells like Pilsner.
Pilsner smells like beer.
Yeah.
A little florally, a little bit, not like, hop floral, but just like a little floral note to it. But
yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, it smells like beer.
Smells all right.
Yeah.
Let's try this thing out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, that's good. Clean, crisp, easy to drink.
It's definitely not a light Pilsner. It's not like your Miller Lights, those lighter American Pilsners. This is much more full bodied. It's more malt forward. It's not malt heavy, but it's more malt forward than some of those lighter American Pilsners that you're going to have.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's more sweet than I was expecting. And I don't know exactly what the sweetness I'm tasting is, because I know sweetness is a horrible descriptor because it can be many of things, but I don't know what exactly I'm getting, but I was kind of hoping for a bit more of a crisp to this, maybe like a slightly hoppiness, I guess, I was hoping out of this one. Sweetness just kind of throwing me. It's not bad, but it is a bit jarring for what I was expecting with this.
There's like a hoppy, bitter brightness, I think, on the front of it. Maybe that's kind of what you're getting. And honestly,
that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. And honestly, if you think about like what the intent of this beer is, if you were drinking this beer along with, some spaghetti with marinara sauce or a slice of pizza with like a robust tomato sauce or something, those would probably cut together pretty well from a flavor profile perspective.
Good. It's good.
Probably.
It's a bit of a gravy wine sweetness. I guess that's actually kind of a decent descriptor that you're getting, but it's good. I do enjoy it. I like a lot of the Pilsners better, though. And we've talked about this quite a bit on the channel, or at least off the channel, where if you're going to go to a brewery and you want to try something, you've never been there before, you want to try something to kind of give you a good idea how the rest of the beer is going to taste, you always kind of go with a Pilsner. I really like Mikerphone. I'll be honest, though, to me, this is not a good representation of other beer that they have. It's I don't know. I want something different with this. I want a little more crispness, a little more cleanness out of it. I don't really like that sweetness coming off of it.
Are you saying that from your own personal flavor profile perspective? Because I honestly can't tell you if this is meeting the objectives of what an Italian style Pilsner should be.
I will, and that's fair, because I know I've had some Italian Pilsners before. I don't remember it being this sweet. So I guess it's just a bit of a personal preference. I guess if I'm going to grab a Pilsner, I want it to be a bit more refreshing. And I don't know if this fits that category for me.
Okay. So you don't like it personally, but it may not be a knock on this beer specifically.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like this. I don't know that. I think to a similar point as you, Ross, I don't know that I would choose this if I had like a lineup of Pilsners and I was drinking them back to back and I was just like, hey, pick the Pilsner that you'd want to drink. I don't know that this would be it. That being said, I'm loving the theme here with this beer and just the mental picture in my head of drinking this with some like really good Italian food. Maybe it's just how awesome the can is. The can art is
really cool.
It's bringing me into this. Is like I'm not even hungry, but I'm kind of digging it for that reason.
I guess I'd really like to line this up in a lineup with a bunch of other Pilsners and compare them directly, because I don't know if I have a frame of reference for a comparison in my mind that makes sense other than Miller Lite.
Yeah,
this is far from that.
Exactly, and that's not what this is. I'm enjoying it. I'm not. It's nothing. It's a Pilsner. It's good. To me, it's coming off as crisp and clean, and I get a little hop brightness right at the front. And then, yeah, I can see where it's maybe a little sweet, but it's not like overly sweet for my palate. I'm not getting like Coors Light vibes on it.
All right.
So Mikerphone Brewing, day 17. The Hey Mambo Italiano. Mr. Lau, where are you rating this thing?
Oh, I think I'm going to go 3.5, largely just because the can's awesome. And I'm just enjoying drinking something that's lighter than a lot of stuff that we've had in this box that's kind of clean and just fun to drink. And their can is on point for what they're trying to do with this beer. It's really fun.
Got it. Ross?
I'm gonna go 3. I really like Pilsners. I've got more and more into Pilsners this year. Some of the craft ones I've had. There's been some really good ones released out there, and kind of going to the point of if I had a bunch of them lined up, where would I rank this among them? And it would be in the lower half for me. Guess what? It's not because it's a bad made beer or it's missing a style, because I can't really tell you what the style is supposed to be. This is purely just a personal preference thing. It's just not what I would want out of a beer like this. So I'm going to go 3.
Thought you were going to be lower.
I'm going 3.5 on this. I think it's good. Like I said, it's not like my favorite Pilsner style beer, but I also don't recall having an Italian style Pilsner. And I was in Italy. I may have had one while I was there. Ross knows.
Did you go to Europe?
I was there.
Oh.
But I think it's good. It's not amazing, though. It's not an amazing beer by any stretch of the imagination. So I think a nice change of pace beer here in the Advent calendar on day 17. And wow, we're cruising right along. We have a week left. We have 7 episodes to go, which is insane. We have 1 week left. Go ahead.
No, I just said that. We do. We're getting there.
You looked like you were going to say something.
I
had a thought for you, just in case.
We can edit that out.
No. That's staying in. Day 17 in the books. Day 18 tomorrow. Stick around. 1 week to go. We will see you all in the next episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.